Hello, hello. Hello everyone, my name's Teresa and you are at Perfectly Imperfect Designs. Today I'm going to be making a St. Patrick's Day wreath. I'm going to be using two different kinds of mesh, alternating every other one. I'll be using the faux jute mesh and the metallic check mesh, and it's green. I'm going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle. I have a Dollar Tree wreath form. I have 12 ties on the outside. Let me move this out of my way. I have 12 ties on the outside of my ring and 6 on the inside. First of all, let me cut this tag off. My trash can over here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I also have this pipe cleaner going across the middle so I can put a couple of Woodland Ruffles on this and it will fill in the middle so my sign and whatever I put on here will not fall through. So let's get started. Here's the sign I'm going to be using today. Lucky, with the animal print on it, and I'll show you the ribbons when we get to them. So let's get started. First I'm going to take the mesh, find my trusty dusty rock, put it on there, roll one side over 2 to 3 times, clip it, turn it around, do the same to the other side, and simply walk my fingers up the middle. This St. Patrick's Day wreath is going to be for my front door, but you can create your own with the ribbon and sign that I have available in my shop. There will be a link listed below that will take you to my shop, and I'll have the ribbon and the sign available. Place it down into the pipe cleaner. My pipe cleaners are around 4 to 4.5 inches apart on the outside. And then I have 6 on the crossbars on the inside. Okay, now I'm going to move to this. Move some stuff out of my way. Now I'm going to move to the faux jute. And the brown is really complementing the sign and the ribbons. Turn it around. Tuck your edges in to the roll, and then of course just walk your way up. I pull the mesh to me and ruffle it. Everybody does it different. Just do it the way that you want to do it. There's no specific way to make a wreath. But you usually do have 18 ties on your wreath form. I want this to be a super full wreath, so whoa. Then I'm going to stand my ruffles up next to each other like this, so they stand up and look nice. Middle one. It's easier if you push all your middle pipe cleaners down so that you don't get them confused while you're going around the outside. Or you could put your ruffles on the inside first, it doesn't matter. Okay, back to the green. My rock on there. I just like the rock being on there just to keep everything steady and keep it from rolling back up on me. My mesh is cut to 30 inches long, both of the two mesh that I am using. And walk it up now. You can put your ruffle in like this, or you can turn it over and put it in like this. I like the curls up, so that's how I put mine in. Move to the next pipe cleaner. And you really got to watch it because these pipe cleaners hide from you. If you've watched me before, I say it all the time. You really want to get it down in there tight. The ruffles are pretty thick. And you stand it up next to each other. And see, that's bugging me because I didn't get it in there even. So I want to pull it over a bit so it's in the middle. And tie this on up. Stand your ruffle up again. Now we're back to the tan. When we get to the ribbons, I'll show you them. My ribbons are cut to 12 inches. All the ribbons that I'm using are available in my Etsy shop listed below, as well as many others, and this St. Patrick's Day sign. Stay in the middle the best you can so that your ruffle is even on both sides. Just take it, place it down into your pipe cleaner, and tighten it the best that you can. I'm using a Dollar Tree wreath form. It's a 14-inch wreath form. And like I have 12 pipe cleaners on the outside, 6 on the end. The ribbons that I have chose for this are really pretty. As soon as I get this mesh on, I will bring the ribbons out. I pre-made the bow. I will have that video linked up above or on my end screen, or you can just look for it. It's how to make a St. Patrick's Day bow. And the ribbon that is available is enough ribbon to do everything that I'm doing right now, including the bow. The only thing you have to get to recreate this is the wreath frame from the Dollar Tree, or wherever you choose to get your wreath frame. You don't have to get it from there. And your mesh, which is available at a lot of different places. Okay, back to the brown. As my wreath gets bigger, I run out of room on my table. That's just how it goes. Okay, we're gonna curl this one again. Again, my ruffles are cut to 30 inches. I like to check my edges in I just think it looks neater. Roll this up. This conceals the fraying so that you're not seeing all the frayed edges. Squeeze it tight in the middle. And put it down into the next pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner here slipped a little bit, so I have to fix it. Sometimes they move on you. Okay, lay this down in there, and to prevent that, you can put a little bit of glue on there, or just wrap it around the wire tighter. Put that down in there. Okay, we're almost done going around the outside, and then we only have 6 on the inside. And then I will be getting the ribbon out. Like I said, my pipe cleaners are 4 to 4.5 inches apart. I don't know about you guys, but I've always celebrated St. Patrick's Day. It was a big deal when I was a teenager, and it was just a very popular day for me and my friends. Okay, this one, roll it, go to the middle. I think this will be the only St. Patrick's Day wreath that I will be making. Of course, unless I get an order, I can recreate this wreath exactly as I'm doing right now, and I could sell it. And I just might do that. I don't know. This depends on how it turns out. I have enough supplies to make like probably 3 of these, maybe even more. Make sure your pipe cleaners are standing up. There is no rhyme or reason why I'm using glitter pipe cleaners and then regular green. I just didn't have enough of one or the other. Okay, now I'm moving on to brown again, or tan. Going to be super cute when you're done. Roll it up. Clip it. I want to thank everyone for coming to visit. If you are new, welcome. Please like and subscribe if you would. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. I know it's still January, but I've already got my Valentine wreaths done and the ribbon kits available in my shop. And tight. Again, make sure your ruffles are standing up. You want them up high. Okay, now on to the green metallic check. Put that out. I love this mesh. It's really easy to work with. You can use any mesh that you can find. They have it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and sometimes even Walmart, or I've even seen people get mesh from the Dollar Tree. I've never seen mesh, I've never seen this 10-inch mesh at the Dollar Tree, at my Dollar Tree. but you could very well, just as easily, use Dollar Tree mesh. It would work just as well. Put this down in here. It is so cold here, you guys. It's like 5 below. It just hurts to even go outside. It's just so cold. The wind chill is ridiculously cold. But it is nearing the end of January. And I'm in Indiana, so that's how the weather goes. It's not one of my favorite months. It would be nice if it would snow. That would make it at least pretty. But we are like in a snow drought. I mean, seriously, they said by now we're like 10 to 14 inches below our average. I just think if it's going to be this cold, we might as well have something pretty to look at instead of mud. Because that's what it's like when there's not snow on the ground. Okay, put this one down in here. I am a little bit over 6,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you subscribing. Okay, we have 2 left on the outside. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Turn it. My Etsy store is Perfectly Imperfect US, which looks like Perfectly Imperfect S. There is no I in the way that I spell Perfectly Imperfect. It's just, I just use the M. It's Perfectly Imperfect. I'll have that link down below. Okay, we have one more on the bottom. And it's going to be a tan. It goes really quick, actually. And yeah, I think you guys are going to absolutely love the ribbon and sign combo. I will have this wreath listed in my Etsy shop, because like I said, I can make many more. So I'm just going to list this one in the Etsy shop in case you're interested. Okay, we're putting down our last ruffle on the outside. Make sure it's down in there tight. The last thing you want is your ruffles to fall out. Take them and stand them up. And then we're going to move to the 6 ties on the inside. We've already completed the outside. This. We'll start with the check. Yes, it's so cold, it's like you don't even want to get out of your pajamas because I don't want to go out in it. The older I get, the more my bones hurt. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the cold just really hurts. I have health issues anyway, but I would not in a million years think that the cold weather would make my body hurt. But it did. It does. Okay, we're on the inside. Placing our ruffle down in there. Making sure it's inside there. Tight. Can. We only have 5 left. Well, actually, I'm going to be putting the ruffles in the middle. This is going to turn out so cute. I am using 5 different ribbons. Sticking to each other now. Mesh loves to stick to each other. Just more in the middle. Okay, the next one right here. I don't know if I'll have to actually put ruffles in the middle. We'll just have to see. I like to do that so that nothing falls through my wreath. Everything's standing up, not like drooping down. Okay, the next tie is green. Oh, my sign fell off. I'll get it in a minute. I try not to edit. I try to just show you real life how it is. I make mistakes too. I'm getting ready to recreate my Easter cross, so you guys can stay tuned to that. I'm also in the midst of trying to get my ribbon room organized. I don't have a craft room anymore since we moved, but I have a craft table in my kitchen that works just as well. And then I keep all of my ribbon in a great big storage closet. So it works for me for now. I also have some very cute Valentine ribbons and sign sets. Remember to stand these on up. Okay, now we go to brown. This is a middle ruffle. We don't need that yet. We only have 3 left and our ruffles will be completed. Well, unless I decide to put the ones in the middle, which I probably will. I just like it to be really full. I learned that from Laura Jean. If you guys know who she is, Laura Jean's Wreath Room. And my clip. Sign up. I will hold this wreath up when it's done and show you what it looks like. And of course I'll have pictures of it on my door. Put this down in there very tight. Pull it up. Alright, what do we got going on here? We have 2 more to go on the wreath form itself. And what color am I on? Brown. Nope, I'm on green. So Move on to the green. The ribbons, I'm using like 3 to 4 different ribbons in every tie. So that's quite difficult. Almost lost my rock. Okay, curl it 2 to 3 times. It's up to you. Turn it. Do the same to this. This is called the Woodland Ruffle. And crunch it up the middle. Find our next tie, which is right here. You guys see okay? I hope my lighting is okay. Let me know if the lighting's okay or if it needs adjusted. If you can see well or if it's too dark. I do have my light on. Alrighty. We have one left. Oh, I didn't do this right. I put 2 greens next to each other. So I have to take this one out. Hold it together with my clip. And add the brown one there. The brown and then the green. So I will use a different clip. Roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Just kidding, guys. People do the Woodland Ruffle different ways. It's just the way I was taught to do it. Some people call it a cruffle. I really don't know where that came from because the woman that invented this called it the Woodland Ruffle. Okay. The brown needs to go down in there now. I keep calling it brown. I should be calling it faux. It's like a faux burlap, I guess. But it is a poly deco mesh. Okay, now I've got to add the green one in, and that will be the last one. Make sure your pipe cleaners are all standing up. There goes my rock. I'm always dropping stuff, you guys. Get it down in there super tight. This is our last one. And I need to decide whether I want to put some ruffles in the middle. I think I'm going to go ahead and add the ribbons first. And then we'll see about the ruffles in the middle. Alright, here is the wreath so far. Pretty full the way it is. Let me get my ribbons. Hold on, I'll get my ribbons and my bow and my sign and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have decided I'm going to go ahead and add my ruffles to the middle bar that I put on, so that nothing will fall through my wreath. So I have 2 Woodland Ruffles that I'm going to put right there. So again, I'm just going to roll it up, clip it, flip it. And do the same on this side. I just looked at the temperature again, and it is 2 below 0 outside. And the wind chill is like 16 below. It's crazy. So cold. Okay, for this one, I have the ruffle. I'm going to take half of a pipe cleaner. Half of a pipe cleaner, wrap it around. And twist it as tight as you can. The tighter you get your ruffle, the more, or the tighter you twist your pipe cleaner, the more your ruffle will stand up. So I'm just going to go down in here where the bar is and tie it on. And I can flip it over when I get both ruffles on and make sure that they are tight. Stand everything up. Again, taking the rock, placing on one side. This will be our last ruffle. And then you'll see the pretty ribbons that I have. And like I said, I pre-made the bow in a video, if you want to watch that. How to make a St. Patrick's Day bow, step by step. And then just go up the middle. Again, I'm going to grab half of the pipe cleaner, wrap it around the middle, squeeze it up in there, pull your ruffle up, and turn the pipe cleaner. Sometimes a half of the pipe cleaner is hard to work with, and I usually don't cut my pipe cleaners in half, but for the middle I will. Okay, put this one down in here. Feel around for the, let's see where it's at, right here. And then I can tie it to this crossbar I created with 2 pipe cleaners. Or Chanel stems, or whatever you want to call them. When I grew up, they were called pipe cleaners. Push everything in. And now we have this. Okay, now we're going to move on to the ribbons. Get some stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm going to start out using these 3 ribbons. The green, the cheetah print, and the block cheetah print is what I call it. Every ribbon that I'm using is available in the sign and ribbon kit. If you guys hear that water running, it's because I had to turn my sink on and let it drip because I don't want the pipes to freeze. We've already had that happen this winter once. And it is no fun not having water and you're not able to do anything. Especially you can't even flush the toilet if you don't have water. And we are on a well. Put your ribbons down in there, tie it in good. Spread them out. And here's what you have with this set of ribbons. Okay, moving on to the next set of ribbons. We have the 2.5 inch black, the 1.5 inch cheetah print, and the 1.5 inch shamrocks that are glittery. And I'm just folding it to find my center, pinching it up the middle, pulling my ribbons out, placing it down into the pipe cleaner. Put it in there as tight as you possibly can because you don't want anything falling out. Then I'm going to spread these ribbons out just like I did the others. I do have some St. Patrick's Day like flowers that I may be adding. So that's the set of ribbons. Okay, moving on to the next one. The next one is going to get the 2.5 inch block ribbon with the green 1.5 inch. Fold it in half. Find your center. Crunch it up in the center. And put it down in there. Now as you can see, all my ribbon, the ribbons that I'm putting on here are different. I have 4 sets and I'm using 4 different ribbons all the way around. Okay, on to the last one. I'm using the black with the glittery shamrock ribbon. Fold it in half. Now you can bunch it up in your hand. I just find it easier to do on the table. It's just easiest for me. That doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's the right or the wrong way. However you do it. Just want to crunch it up in the middle. Kind of put your ribbon like this. And lay it down to the next zip tie. I mean, lay it down into the next pipe cleaner. I use so much of both of them, I get them confused. But I meant pipe cleaner. Okay. The next one, we'll go back from where we started. It will be these ribbons again. The block cheetah print, the 1.5 inch cheetah print, and the green. Fold them in half. Excuse me, guys. Crunch them in the middle. If you guys would, please share my video. It really helps me and it helps YouTube recognize me more. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Tell your family and friends to subscribe. Like I said, I'm just over 6,000, so I'm really trying to get up there. I like to spread these out. I want to be able to see all the ribbons. I don't want them to be all, you know, smashed together. Okay, now we have the next bunch of ribbons, which is the black. We're using the black, the animal print, and the shamrock ribbon. I'm going to turn this water down a little bit because it seems awful noisy. Hold on, you guys. And just one more and we'll be done with the mesh. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Find our middle. Line up the ribbons. And scrunch it in the middle. My ribbons are cut to 12 inches, all of them. Just fan them out. Next one, make sure I'm doing this right, and I am, so I'm going to continue to go. We're almost done with the ribbons on the bottom, and we only have 6 on the top. I was going to try to put some shamrocks or something in here, but you guys, my store shelves are just like cleared out. Even the grocery store shelves is crazy. Alright, the next one is the black and shamrock. This shamrock is so pretty. I wish the camera picked it up better. I do not open my ties up. I don't open my pipe cleaners up from where the mesh was put in. Well, you guys are ready for spring. I am, but I probably still have a couple of months before it even happens. Our January and February here is just so cold. Okay. And next one. Fan out your ribbon tails. You don't want them all clumped together. Fan them out however you want. They just look nicer when they're separated. Okay, onto this pipe cleaner. I love this block sheet of ribbon. I think it's so pretty. I think I'll be using it in an upcoming Easter wreath as well. Those out. Moving on to the next one. We only have one left on the outside of the ring. And it is the 2.5 inch black with the 1.5 inch shamrock ribbon. Like I said, my ribbons are cut to 12 inches. My mesh, I cut it to 30 inches. And I have 18 pipe cleaners on the wreath frame from the Dollar Tree. There's already one in there. Now we're going to move to the inside 6 and we'll be done with the ribbons. And we can just add the bow. Now those pipe cleaners in the middle are probably buried in the mesh, so I will be finding them. Here we go. Here's one. Put that down in there. And you want to fan them out. You can crisscross your ribbons up here, or you can just pull them out. It's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do. Okay, this one has, oh, this one's tied to the crossbar. So our next tie will be on this green metallic block mesh. Make sure I'm not skipping any. And we move to this one. I love how full my wreath is. I do much better when I stand to make a wreath and sit. I don't know why, it just helps me. I'll have a bow and a sign on here, so most of this will already be covered. Well, hello, Widow. Widow came to visit, guys. Alright, hold on just a second. I'm going to have to cut more ribbon. I did not cut enough animal print. And I want my ribbon to be 12 inches. So let me cut 12 inches off of here. I think I may need 2 of these. I'm not positive. Whittle is my baby. He's my special cat. I love him to pieces. Fold it in half. What are you doing, Mommy's baby? You're not in the camera. I know you think you are. I can't move my camera around because it's hooked to a mount on the wall. Or I'd show you Widow if you haven't met him yet. He's in a lot of my videos ever since he was a little baby. And every time I make a wreath, he gets up on the table. I think he's a little ham. He wants to be in the picture. Okay, on the inside we have 1, 2. We have 2 left. Do the black. Fold it. Crunch it up. Move on to the next tie, which is right here. I don't cut my pipe cleaners off till the very end. And we should have one more tie. Yes, we have one more pipe cleaner. And we'll be putting the last bit of ribbon in it, which is the block cheetah print and the green. Because after all, it is a St. Patrick's Day wreath. This is our last one here. I already, of course, have my sign prepped and my bow made, if you see that video. And you'll see how I made the bow. I'll try to have it linked. Okay, these are my middle ruffles, so pull everything away from them. So I'm ready to add the bow. I always put, or the sign, I always put the sign on before the bow. But I'm going to get the bow and show it to you guys. This is the bow that I made on my video. It's going to look so pretty on here. And I think I'm going to do my bow on the side and my sign here. And I do have some flowers that I'm going to add. So I'm going to do my sign first. Let me move my bow out of the way. I'm working with limited room here, so I'm doing my best. I have this yarn needle that I use to put my pipe cleaners in and then stick it down into the mesh. You can buy these at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, or you can get them at Wreath Decor by Dawn. She sells them as well. I think hers are a little longer than mine. And around my sign, I think I just want it right here. So I just go through the mesh, trying to get as close to the frame as possible because that's what I'm going to be tying it onto. Okay, the next one. Put it down in there, trying to go towards the frame or the crossbar that I've created. Either one will work. Pull that down. Now you don't want your sign so tight it looks like it's strangling your mesh, but you do want it secure. Next one. I like to put the sign on first so it gives me a better vision of how my bow is going to look. Okay, the third one going through the mesh next to the frame. And I do try to pull my ribbons out from underneath the sign. The next one. I'm so glad you guys came to visit. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining me. Again, you're at Perfectly Imperfect Designs. My name's Teresa. And I love to make wreaths. Alright guys, I'm going to turn this over. Really don't want to smash my ribbon, but I can flip it back out. So here are the 4. I think I'm missing one. Nope, here's the 4 for the sign. So what I'm going to do, twist them together before I tie it onto the bar. Same with these. Twist it together. And I gotta turn it over and make sure it's not smashed down in there. I kind of like my sign tilted in a little bit. I don't know why, I just do. Now I can go in and tie that to the crossbar that to the frame. Which that's what I'm going to do now. Turn it back over. This needs a little tighter. Guys, I look terrible today. I'm just got on layers of clothes. Alright, we have this. Now I'm just going to wrap it around this bar. And if it looks too messy in the back when I get done, I cover the back of my wreath. Not always. Just keep wrapping it around the bar so it does not come off. Alright. Cut this pipe cleaner. I did cut down all of my pipe cleaners when I had to take a break. Let me see if that needs tighter. Oh, I like it just like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back twist it. And cut it off. And then tuck that little nub down in there so that nothing right there. So nothing scratches anyone's door. Okay, back to the front. I know it's a little smashed now, but it won't be. Let's grab the bow. Now I haven't done my bow tails or anything like that. I haven't dovetailed anything is what I'm saying. Alright, I like my bow up a bit high. With this tilted in. So, trusty dusty yarn needle. And I go right through the mesh because it helps it stay stabilized, I guess is the word for it. And we'll just go right through here and try to find a frame. I may have to move my bow, sometimes I do. Well, I lost it. Yeah, here it is. Alright, we have one more, which is right here. And I'm going to push it down in there if I can find my yarn needle. There it is. And of course I'll be fluffing the bow. It won't be so smashed. Well, that one's not going to cooperate. I might not be able to use the needle with this. Don't like smashing everything, but I want to make sure everything is secure. Mesh. Close to the crossbar. Okay, I have that one all the way through. Okay, I hope I have all 4 pipe cleaners secured. Okay, now we can turn it over. So, now I've got my glue gun plugged in and I'm going to add some flowers. I think. I don't know if I want to add flowers. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to move this over here because my glue gun cord is very, very short. Glue on there. And add a flower right here. Okay, the next one. I think I'm going to do a different one. Hold on, Widow. My cat's back up here. Widow, Mommy's trying to do this. I know you want to be star of the show. Alright. I'm only going to add 3 flowers. 3 or 5. Odd numbers are more appealing to your eye. Let's put one down here. And of course at the end I'm going to hold it up and show you guys. Okay, you guys, I think we have it going on. I'm going to fluff this bow a bit before holding it up and showing you guys. I hope you like it. Tell me what, if you like it, what you would have did different. And like I said, the ribbons and the wreath sign are available in my shop. Perfectly Imperfect US. Okay, you guys, I didn't want to be in the camera. Like I said, I look terrible. It's actually the next day and got a bunch of snow finally. But this is my completed St. Patrick's Day wreath. Please be sure, if you haven't, to like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button. That helps YouTube notice me a bit more. And if you can, please share, because that's a good way of getting me out there. And please subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. I have a link for all the ribbons and the sign that I used in this wreath in the description box below. So until next time, bye for now.